Hello friends, today on PlayStation News, Sony and Apple might be teaming up for VR, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 dominates the PlayStation Store in November, Marvel Rivals doing amazing across all platforms, developers are afraid of the Grand Theft Auto 6 release date, and more. Let's get to it. We start with Sony and Apple, who might be teaming up to help provide controller support for the Apple Vision Pro. This comes from a Bloomberg report that says Apple has had conversations with many third-party developers to bring more controller compatibility to their headset. The report also indicates this announcement from Sony and Apple was due a few weeks ago, but has been delayed, though no reason was given. Apparently, Sony would start selling the PSVR 2 Sense controllers as a standalone product, since they are currently bundled with the Sony headset. I don't know what Sony gains from this outside of obviously accessory sales and some cross-marketing. I don't think anyone with a Vision Pro, even having the money, would go to a PSVR 2 or the opposite given the price of the Apple headset and its target. Apple gains more developer support, but I don't think most people get a Vision Pro for gaming either. The real winners from this move I think would be current PSVR 2 owners who can yet buy separate controllers, and that's almost 2 years since the device's launch, with no option if one of the controllers broke and it was outside of warranty. It's not the first time Apple and Sony have done something like this, since Apple promotes gaming on their devices with DualSense controllers, even though they support other controllers as well, and the Vision Pro marketing already showed people playing with a DualSense controller. We'll see what happens if this partnership materializes, but what do you think? Sound off in the comments. Next we have the PlayStation Store top downloads for November, where Call of Duty continued its path of dominance for another month. Black Ops 6 was the most downloaded game in both US, Canada and Europe, and it's likely to continue that dominance in the retail charts when we'll learn about it in the next few days. In second place for US Canada was Phasmophobia. The horror title launched in late October, just 2 places outside of the top 10, but a month of sales has made wonders for the Kinetic Games title. Meanwhile, in Europe, EA Sports FC25 moved 1 spot ahead from 3rd in October to number 2 last month. 3rd place in North America was for NBA 2K25. The 2K Sports title also improved against the previous month, moving from 6th place. And for Europe, there was a new game in Farming Simulator 25 debuting straight as the top 3 seller for November. 4th place in North America was for EA Soccer Sim, while Phasmophobia took that spot in Europe, climbing from 7th and 6th place in the previous month respectively. And closing the top 5 we had NFL 25 for North America and Grand Theft Auto 5 for Europe, both games static from their spot in October. The rest of the list was Grand Theft Auto 5, Dragon Age The Veilguard, EA Sports College Football 25, Farming Simulator 25 and Spider-Man 2 in North America. And for Europe it was Hogwarts Legacy, Minecraft, NBA 2K25, Spider-Man 2 and UFC 5. Sony's big first-party title in November, LEGO Horizon Adventures, didn't make the top 20 on either region, which doesn't look well, but we'll see if it did better at retail with the sales report later this month. What do you think about these results? Did your favorite game make the chart? Share with us in the comments. Before our next story, here's some quickfire gaming news that you need to know. Former God of War art director Ralph Grassetti has rejoined Sony after leaving Santa Monica last year to be part of the now dismantled Netflix game studio. Grassetti led the God of War art team, being the principal director for God of War 2018 and art director for Ragnarok. He shared on Twitter that he's starting a new chapter with Naughty Dog. The Game Awards Players' Voice Award has kicked off its last round, and now we know the 5 games competing for the 100% voted category. The list includes Black Myth Wukong, Genshin Impact, Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero. The winner will be revealed this Thursday, December 12th. Geoff Keighley also started revealing some of the games that will get new trailers this Thursday, and it includes a new update for Zenless Zone Zero, Mafia: The Old Country, and Borderlands 4. Besides that, Bandai Namco announced that we'll get the reveal for the last character of Season 1 for Tekken 8, with a Season 2 already confirmed to kick off in 2025. More journalists also confirmed that the Game Awards will be epic in terms of announcements, with Windows Central Jez Corden saying that it will have lots of multi-plat reveals. Suicide Squad has reached the end of its content support with Season 4. The latest season kicks off today and adds Deathstroke as a playable character. After that, Rocksteady will launch the game's offline mode later this week, and Season 4 Episode 8 launching on January 14 will be the last content refresh for Suicide Squad. The servers will remain online indefinitely, in case there's anyone left who still wants to play it. The Black Ops 6 community is angry at Activision over the publisher using low-effort AI artwork for its latest Season 1 Reload update. The artwork features a zombie Santa Claus that has 6 fingers and another gobblegum art with 6 fingers as well. And after that, a Reddit user also found some weird images used on bundles that further hint at the use of AI. While some fans are defending the game and say that the 6-finger art references the 6 in Black Ops 6, others feel that this is not a good look for a franchise that generates billions of dollars, asking $70 each year, and they can hire an art team. Now we have some news regarding Beyond Good and Evil 2, or lack of news I may say, from the series creator himself, Michael Ansel. In an interview with French website Super Pouvoir, Ansel said that he felt clashes between management within Ubisoft are the reason why development went wrong when he was at the company. According to Ansel, they set themselves huge challenges and take them with passion, but without knowing how long and complex the road would be, and there were too many problems between managers. For example, the art director wanted to redo everything over and over, the game director wanted to make a dungeon game, and Ansel was dreaming of a space adventure. Their producer didn't bring order, and CEO Yves Guillemot was supposed to get things back on track, but it wasn't enough. And he said that it's not the result of one big villain, but a series of key issues at the management level, and that is very destructive to development teams. Ansel also commented on Project Wild, which was a PlayStation exclusive, but while they had a playable version in 2018, they took time to upgrade the game from PS4 to PS5. Ubisoft took over the project, and as a result they ended up turning down Sony's offer. The development of the game went worse after it was moved to Ubisoft Paris, and director Tommy Francois left the company accused of sexual misconduct. Ansel said that he wasn't in the company to defend the game's development, and it ended cancelled after that. In the case of Beyond Good and Evil 2, the game is still in development, and according to CEO Yves Guillemot back in 2020, it was coming along very well. The company, however, has been on a streak of issues recently, so we'll see if it will eventually launch or not. Do you think Beyond Good and Evil 2 will launch at some point? Voice your opinion in the comments. Next, Marvel Rivals launched last week, and the game is off to a strong start as it managed over 480,000 concurrent players, and that's only on Steam. Besides that, NetEase announced over the weekend that Rivals had reached 10 million players across all platforms in just 72 hours. It's worth noting that the game is free to play and there's no barrier of entry, but with all of the stuff competing for your entertainment time, including live service games, it's no less of an achievement. Not everyone seems happy with the launch of Marvel Rivals, and that includes former Blizzard executive Mike Ibarra, who jumped on Twitter to say that the game was just Overwatch Rivals. And he also compared it to being a copy just like Light of Motiram, which was said to be a copy of Horizon. He deleted the tweet after that, likely realizing it was not a good comment, especially coming from an executive figure. Marvel Rivals also brought back the debate of Concord, with fans pointing out what many detractors were saying back when the Sony game launched, that the game failed because it was on a crowded market such as hero shooters that are already dying. But unlike Marvel Rivals, Concord was a $40 game, and it also lacked the Marvel IP, which is not guaranteed to make a title successful, but is a driving force behind Rivals without taking away any merit from the developer's work. Anyway, Marvel Rivals is not my kind of game, and I do love Marvel and the visual design for the characters, but I'm happy for the game's success. Now, have you played Marvel Rivals? What do you think about its success and the comparison with Concord? Let me know in the comments. We also have some news about Grand Theft Auto 6, and it seems Rockstar is making other developers anxious to learn about the release date and avoid it. A new story from Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier indicates that anticipation for the game's release is so high that some competing publishers are waiting as long as possible to commit their games to a fall release date. That is according to some anonymous developers familiar with their publishers' deliberations, who also said that they wanted to see whether GTA 6 will make its fall 2025 deadline or get delayed to 2026 to keep their games as far away as possible. It is understandable given the juggernaut Grand Theft Auto is, and with GTA 6 predicted to break all records set by GTA 5, which sold $1 billion in just 3 days, launching in the same month of GTA 6 in a year that's looking stacked could be disastrous for any AA or indie game, as the attention will be on the Rockstar game. And I guess the same could be said about the Game Awards next year, which are very helpful to promote smaller games, but GTA 6 will likely take every spot. In some funny related notes, Rockstar has taken so long to give news on the game that some developers announced Grand Taking Ages 6 on the PlayStation Store, which is scheduled to be released before October 2025. It's unclear how the game was able to move ahead and avoid Sony's curation, but with the amount of shovelware that appears every now and then, it's not that weird. Fortnite is also launching a social roleplay experience within LEGO Fortnite called Brick Life, which is very similar to GTA but safe for kids, with the trailer giving some vibes to the GTA 6 trailer. Anyway, what do you think about developers being afraid to launch their games close to GTA next year? Let me know about that and all of the other news that we talk about in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing and subscribing, as it helps the channel to continue growing. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.